Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading. This is your weekly analysis for Bitcoin versus the US dollar. The date is May 31st, 2020. It is 11:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're looking at the weekly chart for Bitcoin here, so it means each one of these candles represents 1 week of price action. So my sentiment's currently still mixed. I'm waiting for a breakout above 10,000. That's the big thing that needs to happen. So a lot of things are pointing that direction. We've got, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. We've got increased buying through the spring, March, April, and May. We see a lot of volume picking up, the most we've seen since 2018. And we see that the weekly candles are still moving above the fast week 20-week moving average. That's this blue line right here. So one trading strategy for some traders is to, if price is moving above their moving average on their designated time chart, that it's a buy. If it's moving below, it's a sell. So if we were to use that strategy back here in April of 2019, we definitely could have made some money as price moved up. But historically, the $10,000 mark has been a point of contention as far as breaking through price. So that's something we need to see happen. So we see here at Sunday, this candle should finish soon. So far so good, but I'm not seeing a big sell-off occur. So what would need to happen now would be a big sell-off of Bitcoin. However, if price does break through this 10,000 mark, then we've got a good chance for our next bull run. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. So this is today. Today's kind of, we're bouncing off this 9655 mark. Price though on the daily also moving above the fast moving average. So if we zoom out here, we'll see this resistance zone mapped out really well. So these green lines are the underlying trend line. Let's go ahead and take the trend lines out, and then we can just talk about price action, what needs to happen. So if we just look at this in a horizontal fashion, we see that price needs to pop into this next zone up here. Let's go ahead and break this up into horizontal zones. So I'm putting my line here because these candlesticks, while price did pierce through, you can see the tails of these candles was not able to stay above that line. So we're going to identify the top of our range here. Then we see similar action right about where price is now. We see that price several times has come to this point and then pivoted the other direction. So this looks like good potential buy if price goes above this zone, but if not, it could be the next sell. Let's go ahead and identify the other borders of this range. Here we go. This is our next one. Notice how it's equidistant, equal distances for both of these ranges. So we see here down to the 6,500 mark, price has come down there a few times. So now what looks promising is the velocity of this uptrend since spring is pretty steep. But we've also seen this back here, right? Back in early 2020, January. So now I'm really curious to see what happens next. The way we can focus on that, so now we know our target is to break out. Let's see what needs to happen. For that, we're going to zoom into our 4-hour. Okay, so now this is interesting. We do see the current 4-hour candle starting to cross over the fast 4-hour 20-moving average, which could be potentially bearish, meaning price is about to come back down to the bottom of the range. Let's go ahead and draw a trend line to represent this recent trend. So I'm connecting my bottoms. Now this is still good. This is still bullish though. It is moving away. As long as price stays in this ascending triangle, we've got a bull, but it might not be today. So this is what we want to look for within the 4-hour. If prices come to about this 8,800, 9,000 mark and pause and continue upward, that's a good bullish possibility. And then I can set my stop loss below the 8,750. So let's go ahead and map out more horizontal support and resistance. These are minor zones of support and resistance. One right here. We can see prices bounced down here, then moved away. So as long as price stays in this ascending wedge, we could get our next big move upwards. All right, that's it for this week. I hope you make lots of profits trading. We will talk soon.